I've been having a rattle in the front doors of the new 4runner, and it's really annoying, and it's just mainly from the base of the stereo system. So that door I took apart and fixed it, and that one was doing it way worse, the passenger one. The driver one I haven't fixed yet, but I was driving it today and it was bugging the crap out of me. So we're gonna take it apart and I'm gonna show you what it's doing if you have the same problem. Hopefully this will help. All right, so there's some hidden screws that you need to take out. There's a plug right here. Then the cover behind the door handle has something back there. And then there's a little cover right here you need to take off. So let's start doing this. Try to do it without scratching all the stuff up. So there's that one. The Phillips head screw way down in there. And then this one, you might want to come over here a little closer. Get this light so you can see a little better. So this one, how I did it before was put the thing right back here and then just kind of pop it out like that. And then it should just kind of come out of there. Like that. It's difficult with one hand. It's really loose in there though. There we go. So that's how that comes out. Pretty easy. And then this last one is probably the hardest one here, because there's not really a way to get in and behind it. So without scratching anything, it's kind of a pain. There we go. Not bad. Didn't even scratch it, so perfect. All right, so you want to take those three, and they're all Phillips head screws out, and then the whole thing should pop out, if I remember correctly. That one. That one. And last but not least, this one's down there ways. Should throw in there. I think that's the same as the top one. Yes, yes it is. Alright, so the other side didn't have the memory thing, so I'm hoping that's not much different, but it should just pull off the bottom now. I'm gonna make sure you can see. You can see mostly. So last time I just started pulling around the bottom, or I think you gotta take this off first. It was in the way or something, if I remember right. Yeah, that just pops off with two little things. That's not that bad. And then you just start peeling it away, hopefully, if I remember correctly. There we go. Alright, so now I'd say you probably have to lift up, or maybe not. I feel like it's still popped in there. Alright, so you don't have to lift up at all. And then, this is going to be kind of hard to show you. Here, I'll try to show you the best I can. There are these two cables that go to the lock and then to the door handle, and how they come apart, you have to pull this out of the clip like that, and then you pull it around and then it pops out. It's the same with the bottom one, and that's it. Then you gotta there's an electrical connector up there, and then one down there for the light, and that's it. I'll do those. Set you back over there. That one. It looks like the memory seat switch is actually tied in with the other connector, so there's nothing more you gotta do with that, which is good. that's disconnected, so that's out. Perfect. All right, so that's the inside of the door. There's actually 6x9s in this front door, which is awesome. That's probably where it gets a lot of its base. There's a JBL right on it, nice. So, with this is where I was getting the rattle before. One of these plastic welds was loose. I don't know which one, I don't remember. I think it was like one of these here that was loose on the other door. So what I did was just shoved a bunch of 3M two-sided foam tape underneath it, and that completely fixed it. But I gotta make sure I find which one it is first, so I'll come back to you once I figure it out. What I think is happening, there's this plastic piece around this piece of foam, and the end here is actually pretty loose. And I think that's what's rattling. Because it only does it when there's quite a bit of base, so it needs to rattle quite a bit to get this going. That's the only thing I can really find loose. On the other door, it was one of these. I think it was actually this one here that was really loose. Like, it moved back and forth quite a bit, so I was able to shove some of that tape underneath it. But this door, they all seem to be pretty tight, so I'm thinking it might just be this foam piece that's rattling. So I think I'm going to, I guess you could just take this completely off and that would probably fix some of it, but I'm thinking there's probably a reason they have this on here, so I kind of want to leave it. I'm going to try to shove some of that tape just all around here, everywhere I can fit it. I might even do around some of these pieces just to be sure. And then we'll put it back together and see if that does anything. Alright, let's tape this up. This is the 3M tape. My father-in-law actually used to work at 3M, so he got me this like bulk roll. It used to be quite a bit bigger, but I'm not 100% sure exactly what it is even, but it's 3M double-sided foam tape. Works really well. So I'm just going to take some of this. I need scissors. Take a little piece of this, drop it. I'm gonna undo both sides, I think. And then we're going to shove it underneath somewhere. So when I'm tapping on this right here, I can feel it loose. And you can move it back and forth a little bit. It does look like there's a seam on this all the way around. So I don't know if you can see that, but these pieces actually come apart. So I stuck some tape in between them. That might keep it from rattling now. Just any piece that can move, I just put that foam in between and it should make it a whole lot better. I might just try that and see if that fixes it. It's kind of a guessing game. The other one I got really lucky on and it was really easy to see what was rattling. And I only put it in one spot and it fixed it. But this one's a little bit more tricky. So I guess on yours, you kinda gotta take it apart, tap on things, listen for rattles, and just try to stop whatever's rattling. But hope this helps. Let's put it back together. And you're done. So hopefully that fixed it. I will tell you in a second. So that seems to have fixed it. I think if I do have more problems with it, because I noticed if I turn the bass up higher than I normally have, if I maxed out the bass, I could still hear a little bit. So I might go back in and just cut that piece completely out with that foam, just get rid of it. I don't know what that could do. I might add some more like some of the stick-on sound deadening in its place to keep kind of the same effect that what it was doing probably, but I'm not 100% sure what that was doing. So hopefully this helps somebody. Like and subscribe. See you next time.